Hi everyone and welcome to Easy Robo Pro. In today's video, we will take a look at how the reverse car parking sensor works and how you can make a simple version of the same in Tinkercad. The car parking system consists of three main components. The first is the distance sensor, second are the alerts, and the third is the microcontroller. As the car keeps backing up against any object, in this case a wall, the alert pattern changes so the user can take corrective action. In our previous video on most popular sensors, I briefly spoke about how ultrasonic sensors work. They essentially consist of a transmitter and a receiver. The transmitter sends out a sound wave which bounces off an object and returns to the receiver. So now let's get going with the circuit. We will be using the basic layout of the Arduino along with a breadboard as shown here. Connect the 5V and the ground to the respective rails at the bottom of the breadboard. Next, take an ultrasonic sensor from the list of components. Here you have the option of choosing from two different versions. Both of these are essentially the same. However, the key difference is that one of the sensors has only 3 pins while the other has 4. For now, we will be using the 3-pin version. The connections are pretty straightforward. Ground and 5V need to be connected to their respective rails. The signal pin can be connected to any digital pin. We will use pin 7. Next, take a piezo buzzer and place it on the breadboard as shown. Take a resistor and place it on the negative side of the piezo buzzer. The positive leg will now be connected to pin number 2. The buzzer is pretty straightforward. When you apply a proper voltage across it, it generates a sound. Next, take an RGB LED. Place a resistor on the cathode and connect the 3 anodes to pin number 3, 5 and 6. The RGB LED is something you must have seen around since it's Diwali season. It consists of 4 legs, 3 anodes for the individual LEDs and a common cathode. The red anode will be connected on 3, the blue anode will be connected on pin number 5 and the green anode will be connected on pin number 6. The RGB LED and the buzzer are used as output devices for the alerts. This is our final circuit for the experiment. Now let's move on to the code. So the first thing that we'll do is define a variable called distance. The value of this distance variable will be what the ultrasonic sensor reads as the distance towards the wall. All you need to change is the pin number for the trigger. Change this to pin number 7. The if-else statement will form the backbone of our program here. So the first case that we will program for is if distance is greater than 250. Here 250 is the distance in centimeters. If this case is true, then you need to make the RGB color as green and turn off the speaker which is connected on pin number 2. Now since we need 3 different cases, we'll need to add another if-else block inside the else part. The condition will be similar, but instead of putting 250 as the distance that you're checking for, here put the distance as 100. The next part of the code is to make the RGB LED and the buzzer beep normally. Now the remaining condition, which is the else part, will be taken up by what is not covered in any of the other if statements. Now if you notice carefully, this will be where you should be putting what should happen if the distance is less than 100. So along with the beep, we are also changing the color of the RGB LED to red. If you try out the program now, you should get this similar output. The beeping pattern as well as the LED color will change as you change the distance. In an actual car parking system, the sensor as well as the actuators that we have used will change according to what the requirement is, but the principles remain quite similar. I hope you liked this video and you were able to follow through with this experiment. Check out our other videos on programming and robotics, as well as visit our website easyrobopro.com. Thanks for watching.